Find the point on the line that is closest to the point -3, 1. We'll start by creating a sketch of the graph just to get a visual idea of what's happening. To do that, let's isolate y first. Y is equal to -6x plus 9. This will help us create a sketch of the graph. So the y-intercept here is 9. And we know the slope is -6, or we can find the x-intercept. The x-intercept would be 1.5. So here's our line. And we're curious about the point -3, 1. And we want to find the point on the line that is closest to the point -3, 1. So that's going to be that perpendicular distance. We need to find this point here. Let's call it xy. So what we're trying to minimize is this distance. Since we're trying to minimize distance, we'll start with the distance formula. We have the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And we'll call this point 1, and xy we'll call point 2. So plugging in our values now, we have x2, which is simply x, minus x1, which is -3, plus y2, which is y. We have an equation for y, so we'll plug in -6x plus 9, minus y1, which we're told is 1. At this point, let's square both sides to remove the radical, and we can also simplify inside the parentheses. So we have x plus 3 squared plus -6x plus 8 squared. We'll clean up the right side now. X squared plus 6x plus 9 plus 36x squared minus 96x plus 64. Continuing to simplify, we get 37x squared minus 90x plus 73. And we want to now minimize this. Minimizing distance squared will actually minimize distance as well. So kind of a side note, we know that we're looking for distance to be at a minimum. And if you multiply by d on both sides, we have d squared is greater than 0. So minimizing d squared is the same thing as minimizing the distance. We'll get the same value. So we can take the derivative of d squared to help us minimize this. So we have 74x minus 90. And we're going to set the derivative equal to 0. So now 74x equals 90. Divide by 74, and x is equal to 90 over 74, which will reduce to 45 over 37. So we have our x value. Now we just need to plug this value in up here to the y equation. To get that y is equal to 63 over 37. So now we have our final answer. The coordinate x is 45 over 37, and the y-coordinate we found to be 63 over 37. So this is the point on the line that is closest to the point -3, 1.